happy holidays. I wish everybody is having a good time. I know that Christmas is just around the corner, and for myself, I managed to order something for myself as if it is a Christmas present. Obviously, it's not planned. I ordered this one around a month or a month and a half ago. So it's basically, I ordered this one in November. So this one is the third import that I get from Asean Plant Export. So this particular package I ordered back in early November, and then it just arrived. So in today's video, there are a couple of things that I would like to share before I unbox it, because I kind of want to go through the experience that everybody will go through if you are trying to import plants, whether you're importing to Canada, importing to the US, or in Europe. So I want to do this more of an expectation versus reality. So I want to talk in different aspects: the expectation around delivery, the packaging, the plant size, and also the plant quality. So beginning with the delivery, this is completely out of the control from Asean Plant Export. So I would say I'm a little bit disappointed for this time for the delivery. Totally not because of Asean Plant Export, but because of UPS. They're not really having good communication between their drivers who deliver the package and also the customer who is receiving the package. So on that perspective, I was originally, if everything goes smooth, I should have received this one on Tuesday, but today is Friday. So a little bit of background, they have this one shipped on Friday last week, and then I got it today, also on a Friday. So it's in total 8 days in transit. I know that it's not too long, but I have to confess, now is actually winter. So I don't really know what will happen in the unboxing. So on the delivery perspective, I'm disappointed. And then secondly, about the packaging. So the packaging is, it's going to be the same as the packaging I have in my second unboxing from Asean Plant Export, because they also told me on email that they will pack the same way. This one is a little bit thin, so let's see how that goes. And with regard to the plant size, these are all large plants, but I think most of them are LM selection, and yeah, I think all of them actually are LM selection. So I will expect it to be a little bit smaller, but same as before, they did send me the exact plant they will send me before they packed it, so I can show you on the side for comparison. All right, for the quality, my expectation is extremely low because I wasn't supposed to have this order, but at the time when I ordered it, I thought they're going to deliver it by end of November, and where I live, it's still like cold. Actually, it's like -10 for like the past 2 weeks already. So for my expectation for the quality, as long as I can have cutting from the large plant, I will say that it's a success. All right, let's dig into it. I am very nervous about this. Okay, so the packaging itself, this reality meets my expectation because it is the same packaging as last time. Okay, let's move on to the plant size and the most important part, the plant quality. Okay, I'm just going to put this aside so that I can show it clearly. Ooh, it feels cold. Oh yeah, it feels cold. This one is Hoya NS 05055. It is an LM collection. So this one I know it's actually from Doug from Vermont Hoya. I saw that there's a really nice rim around the plant. Ooh, okay, the plant is cold, but I would say the size is reasonable, and I would say it's actually more than reasonable. It's this one is relatively expensive from their selection. I think this one cost $37 US, excluding all of the shipping cost. But this is really good quality, except from the fact that it's pretty cold. So I will show the roots as well. So this one here is NS05055. All right, ta-da! There is almost no roots. Well, at least there are 2 stems. So this one is 1 part. Let's see. Yeah, this one is probably dead. I mean the roots, but the leaves are actually better than I thought because it's very stiff. This one, I would say the root, the white ones, those ones are alive. Okay, so the roots for this one is pretty good. Oh, by the way, I have 5 plants in total in this package. So let's see if the plant are all here. Okay, interesting. They gave me more. Actually, I got 6 plants here. Interesting. Right, I did not expect to have more plants than they mentioned. Okay, let's see this. Okay, this one is Halophila. And okay, this one is good size and it is really cold, but I think it is, I think the plant itself, it's alive because it's not like super mushy. They have some mushy leaves. I believe these ones is because of cold. How do you identify if the stem is actually alive? Just from experience looking at this one, the main stem here should be alive because it's kind of like you still see that green. So I would say this should be alive. But similar to Loheri, I'm going to chop this into many pieces for the extended one. So then I can increase my chance to have this plant back. Okay. Not to break anything. This one is Hoya Vangviengiensis. This one I noticed from Miro from Bestie Plant. I watched. He's actually one of the first persons that I looked at their plant unboxing, or I would say anything about Hoya. And I saw the picture from him that he got from private collectors. So let's see if I actually managed to get one. Ooh. Wow, I'm really happy as well because as you can see on the side for the reference, this is the same plant as they showed me. And I would say the quality is really good, just like the previous unboxing I did for Asean Plant Export. So Hoya Vangviengiensis, it looks, if you take a look at it close up here, it is having some underneath pattern. If you have Hoya croniana, you know that Hoya croniana have that kind of 6-pack ribbed body shape. I think Vangviengiensis is quite similar in the sense that it has an underneath 6-pack, but I would say this is a leaf pack. It's not 6-pack. But I would say this one is really healthy. And okay, I see something here, but let's take a look. There's a lot of roots originally, which is nice. It shows that the plant has grown healthily before. But if you look into these roots, you kind of touch it and then you can feel it is kind of very bendable instead of having that stiffness. So I would say these ones are dead, but I believe like these ones that it's a little bit more white, like orangey white. Yellowy white. These ones, I believe it should be still alive. But if you take a look at this, there's actually some tiny roots growing just on the side in the sphagnum moss. So yeah, this one looks really nice. Okay, now move on to Flagellata. So Flagellata is a plant that I never seen in person. Actually, none of these I've seen in person in the store. But Hoya Flagellata, I really like the interesting flowers. The first time I saw it, it's not from the leaf itself, it's from Camilla. I saw that on her Instagram, and she was posting the picture of the flower. And I realized that this is such a nice plant, and the leaves are quite small, and that's what I like. Okay, let's see if this is good. All right. Okay, this one is quite okay, there's one leaf drop. This one is quite similar. Okay, I think this one will hopefully, okay, I'm not going to tweeze it anyway, so then they won't have extra stress. But I would say this one is the same plant as they showed me in the video, in the picture. And it's quite similar to Cordata, but in a smaller size, and also a smaller version of Hoya NS that I have unboxed in the previous unboxing. Okay, let me just move things a little bit around. And the quality, as you can see, the quality it's good. I mean, after all, it's 8 days out in the cold. Every time when I go out to my door and feel the cold air and saw the snow outside, I was like, oh my God, I really hope my plants are doing well. And it is having one stem. Okay, the roots, the main big roots here is pretty good, because you can see that it's very thick and then it's very white, yellowy white. So it's a very good quality. Okay, now we have 2 more. Okay, let's see. Okay, they have not provided me the ones that I was looking for, which I look so much forward to, which is the what was that again? Sigillates Atlas River. That was not included in this one. Yes, I'll have to talk to them and see. This one is Loheri. Loheri, and this, let's see, this feels pretty big. Okay, it is a really big plant. Wow. And the leaf itself, it's very stiff, so this is very good quality. So Hoya Loheri, I never really seen it in person as well. I didn't really hear anyone talking about Loheri on YouTube or even on Google when I was searching for this plant, but I just barely see it in their website, and it looks super nice. Yeah, I think actually if you touch the root, it's quite stiff. So I believe this one is a life in the roots. But what I will do is to chop off most of the longer ones, and then to repot it into the, and I can repot it into pond. Okay, so look, instead of sending me the Sigillates Atlas River, they sent me UT001. I hope that it turned out to be the Sigillates Atlas River. Okay, that is not Sigillates Atlas River, but actually this one looks really nice. Even though, but I think this is actually a cutting, maybe. Anyhow, I think this is really cute leaf. I have 6 leaves in total. So this one is SPUT001. It's Scortechinii. Scortechinii. The leaf itself, if you can see, it actually have a hint of undertone underneath. So this is really, these are unexpected, because I was expecting 5 plants and I got 6. Well, thank you very much to watch until here of the unboxing from Asean Plant Export, the 3rd time that I got the import from them. To round it up, to have a conclusion of my kind of experience with Asean Plant Export. The reality actually exceeded my expectations, because as I mentioned It's -10 outside for 2 weeks. And this one I expect to come much earlier than now, but it turned out really well. It seems like the plant is almost like, because of the cold, it's like you put your vegetable in the fridge, and it kept it fresh for some reason. Maybe it's just me being lucky as well. And I would just like to thank you, Asean Plant Export, for their great communication. Even though there are one plant that they did not include in this order, but in fact they have put 2 other plants that I have ordered but kind of exchanged it with the plant that I want. But I'll just communicate with them through email and I'll see what they get back to me. But I won't be importing plants in January because that's the coldest month. On average it's probably like 15 minus. So I'm not going to put the plant in risk. And I also want to point out one thing about importing in wintertime is that it gets a lot of stress. There's a lot of stress when it comes to importing plants, regardless when it's in summer or in spring or any time of the year, because you kind of can't control a lot of things. You can't control the delivery. You can't control when they're delivering to our door. You can't control whether they actually have the package in the car. And you also can't control the weather. In summertime, yes, it's great for the plant to acclimate after you receive them, but there's a huge problem of overheat in the package. In wintertime, there's a problem of the delivery people. They did not put it indoor, but they kept it in the car, for example. And inside the car could drop down to 0 degree if they didn't put the car inside the warehouse. So there's a lot of things that we can't control. And from my experience, I have a lot of stress, and I just feel like it's so much things you can't do about. And now that I'm showing you the plants, with great result, it's blissful for me to do that, and I think it's a great Christmas present for myself. But I would say it's not the best when you're not prepared to import any plants. For myself, I'm prepared, but I still got really stressed out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!